What are the 12 universal laws? The 12 universal laws are ancient principles passed down through various spiritual and philosophical traditions. They are the universe's rules, influencing everything from the smallest particle to the grandest star. These laws are immutable, meaning they are always in effect, whether we know them or not. Just as gravity affects everything on Earth, these laws impact every aspect of our existence. Why should you care about these laws? Understanding the 12 universal laws isn't just a theoretical exercise, it's a practical guide to living a more fulfilled and balanced life. When you align your actions, thoughts, and emotions with these laws, you become a co-creator of your reality. You gain the ability to attract what you desire, transform challenges into opportunities, and live in harmony with the world around you. Whether you want to improve your relationships, enhance your career, or deepen your spiritual journey, these laws offer the wisdom and tools to make it happen. A glimpse into the journey ahead. In this audiobook, we will explore the 12 universal laws in detail. We'll start with the law of Divine Oneness, which teaches us that everything in the universe is interconnected. From there, we'll journey through the laws of vibration, correspondence, attraction, and more, offering unique insights into the universe's workings. Along the way, you'll discover practical applications and real-world examples to help you integrate these powerful principles into your daily life. So, get ready to unlock the universe's secrets and step into a new level of awareness. By the end of this audiobook, you'll have a deeper understanding of the forces that shape your reality and how you can use this knowledge to create the life you've always dreamed of. Let's begin this journey together as we examine the first law, the law of Divine Oneness. Lesson 1. The Law of Divine Oneness. The law of divine oneness is the foundational principle that underpins all the other universal laws. It teaches us that everything in the universe is interconnected. Every thought, action, and event is linked to everything else. This law reveals that nothing exists in isolation. We are all part of a vast, unified energy field where even the most minor action can have far-reaching effects. Understanding the law of divine oneness. At its core, the law of divine oneness recognizes the inherent unity of all things. It suggests that every person, object, and event is a part of a larger whole. This means that the actions we take and the thoughts we cultivate affect our lives and ripple out to influence the world around us. This interconnectedness can be seen in nature, where the health of one ecosystem affects countless others, or in society, where the well-being of one individual can impact an entire community. So, how can we apply the law of divine oneness in our daily lives? It starts with a shift in perspective. Our sense of responsibility and compassion naturally expands when we see ourselves as part of a greater whole. We begin to understand that our actions, no matter how small, contribute to the collective energy of the universe. This awareness encourages us to live with more intention and mindfulness, knowing that our choices matter. For example, when you act with kindness and love, you're not just creating a positive outcome for yourself, but also contributing to the collective well-being of all. On the other hand, negative actions or thoughts can contribute to a cycle of negativity that affects not only your life, but also the lives of others. By embracing the law of divine oneness, you can choose to be a force for good, creating positive ripples that spread far and wide. The butterfly effect. A powerful metaphor for the law of divine oneness is the butterfly effect. The idea that the flap of a butterfly's wings in one part of the world can set off a chain of events leading to a hurricane in another. This concept illustrates how seemingly insignificant actions can have profound consequences. In the same way, your thoughts, emotions, and actions are like the butterfly's wings, setting into motion a series of events that can shape your life and the world around you, aligning with the law of divine oneness. To align with this law, start by cultivating awareness of your thoughts and actions. Ask yourself how your choices might affect others and the world at large. Practice empathy and compassion, recognizing that this universal law connects everyone. Meditation, mindfulness, and reflective practices can help deepen your understanding of this principle, allowing you to live in harmony with the universe. The law of divine oneness reminds us that we are all interconnected. By embracing this truth, we can live more consciously, with a greater sense of purpose and responsibility. As you move forward in this journey through the 12 universal laws, remember that each law builds upon the next, offering more profound insights into the nature of reality and your role within it. Next, we'll explore the law of vibration, which delves into the energy that underlies everything in the universe, and how we can tune into this energy to manifest our desires. Lesson 2. The Law of Vibration. The law of vibration is one of the most fundamental principles in the universe. It states that everything in existence, physical or non-physical, is made up of energy that vibrates at a specific frequency. This includes everything from the chair you're sitting on to the thoughts in your mind. By understanding and aligning with this law, you can begin to harness the power of vibration to shape your reality and manifest your desires. Understanding the law of vibration. At its essence, the law of vibration reveals that nothing is substantial. Everything is in a constant state of motion, vibrating at its unique frequency. This includes your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs, which also carry their vibrational energy. The higher the frequency, the more positive the energy. Conversely, lower frequencies are associated with negativity. This law is closely related to the law of attraction, as like attracts like. You attract more of the same into your life when you vibrate at a high frequency, through positive thoughts, emotions, and actions. Conversely, if you're vibrating at a lower frequency, you may find yourself attracting negative experiences and outcomes. The role of thoughts and emotions. One of the most powerful aspects of the law of vibration is its emphasis on the role of thoughts and emotions in shaping your reality. Your thoughts are not just fleeting mental events, but energetic frequencies that can influence the world around you. Positive thoughts and feelings like love, joy, and gratitude vibrate at a high frequency, while negative ones like fear, anger, and resentment vibrate at a lower frequency. This is why becoming aware of your mental and emotional state is crucial. You can raise your vibrational frequency by consciously focusing on positive thoughts and emotions, attracting more positive experiences. Conversely, dwelling on negativity can lower your vibration, leading to more challenges and obstacles. Tuning into your vibration. Imagine your vibrational frequency as the rhythm of your life. Like music, where different tempos evoke different emotions, your vibration influences how you experience the world. The key is to become attuned to this rhythm by paying close attention to your feelings throughout the day. Your emotions are a direct reflection of your vibrational state. You resonate more frequently when you feel uplifted, inspired, or at peace. Conversely, stress, anxiety, or anger indicate a lower vibrational state. To elevate your vibration, immerse yourself in activities that bring you joy and satisfaction. This could be anything that nurtures your soul. Spending time in nature, practicing gratitude, meditating, or diving into a passion that excites you. The more you engage in these uplifting activities, the more your vibration will naturally rise, aligning you with the positive energy needed to attract your deepest desires. Understanding the law of vibration opens up a world of possibilities for personal transformation. For example, if you're seeking to manifest a specific goal, begin by aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with the frequency of that goal. Visualize yourself already achieving it. Feel the feelings associated with that success, and take actions that support that outcome. Doing so matches your vibration to the frequency of your desired reality, making it more likely to manifest. It's also important to be mindful of the vibrations you're surrounded by. Hostile environments, toxic relationships, and harmful media consumption can lower your vibration. Surround yourself with positivity, uplifting people, inspiring content, and environments that nurture your well-being. The law of vibration teaches us that everything in the universe is energy, constantly in motion and vibrating at different frequencies. By becoming aware of your vibrational state and consciously raising it, you can align yourself with the power of your desires, attracting positive experiences and outcomes into your life. In the next chapter, we'll explore the law of correspondence, which delves into the profound connection between the microcosm and the macrocosm, revealing how the patterns in your life reflect the more significant patterns of the universe. Lesson 3. The Law of Correspondence. The law of correspondence is a profound principle that bridges the gap between your inner world and the external reality you experience. It suggests that the patterns and circumstances in your life are direct reflections of your inner thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. Essentially, what happens on the inside is mirrored in the outside world, creating a correspondence between the two. Understanding the law of correspondence. At its core, the law of correspondence highlights the interconnectedness between your inner and outer worlds. Just as the law of vibration teaches that everything is energy vibrating at different frequencies, the law of correspondence reveals that these vibrations manifest as patterns in your life. The external world acts as a mirror, reflecting the state of your inner self. This means that your experiences, relationships, and situations are not random. They are the results of your internal beliefs, thoughts, and emotions projected into the physical world. If you're experiencing challenges or recurring negative patterns, they are likely reflections of unresolved issues or limiting beliefs within you. The role of beliefs and perceptions. Your beliefs play a crucial role in shaping your reality. They are the lens through which you perceive the world and influence how you interpret and respond to different situations. If you hold limiting beliefs, such as "I'm not good enough" or "success is difficult to achieve," these will manifest as corresponding experiences in your life. On the other hand, empowering beliefs like "I am capable of achieving my goals" or "abundance flows easily to me" will create positive outcomes. Your perceptions are equally important. How you choose to view your circumstances can either empower or disempower you. For instance, seeing obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than setbacks can dramatically shift your experience and open up new possibilities. Applying the law of correspondence. It's essential to become aware of your internal world to harness the power of the law of correspondence. Start by examining your beliefs, thoughts, and emotions. Are they aligned with the life you want to create? If not, it's time to make a conscious shift. One effective way to apply this law is to cultivate positive self-awareness. Please check in with yourself regularly to ensure your inner state matches your desired outcomes. This might involve practicing mindfulness, journaling, or using affirmations to reinforce positive beliefs. For example, if you desire more abundance, begin by fostering an abundance mindset. Affirm that you are worthy of wealth and that opportunities for prosperity are all around you. As you internalize these beliefs, you'll see them reflected in your external world through new financial opportunities, supportive relationships, or unexpected gifts. The ripple effect. The law of correspondence also emphasizes that changes in your inner world create a ripple effect in the outer world. As you shift your internal state, releasing old patterns, adopting new beliefs, and raising your vibration, you'll notice that your external circumstances begin to transform. This process is not always immediate, but consistent effort will make the changes apparent. Remember, the universe is constantly responding to the energy you emit. By aligning your internal state with your highest aspirations, you set the stage for a reality that corresponds with your deepest desires. The law of correspondence serves as a potent reminder that you are the creator of your reality. By understanding the connection between your inner world and the external experiences you attract, you can consciously shape your life in alignment with your true self. As you move forward, remember that the universe mirrors back to you what you hold within. You can create a reality that reflects your highest potential by nurturing your inner landscape. Lesson 4. The Law of Attraction. The law of attraction is one of the most well-known and widely discussed universal laws, and for good reason. It operates on the principle that attracts, meaning that the energy you emit, through your thoughts, emotions, and actions, draws similar energy back to you. Whether you know it or not, you constantly use the law of attraction to shape your reality. Understanding the law of attraction. At its core, the law of attraction is about the power of focus and intention. The universe responds to the vibrational frequency of your thoughts and feelings, bringing experiences that match that frequency. This means positive thoughts and emotions attract positive outcomes, while negative thoughts and emotions attract negative experiences. The law of attraction is closely linked to the law of vibration and the law of correspondence, which we explored in the previous chapters. The vibration you hold within yourself, influenced by your thoughts and emotions, sets the stage for what you attract into your life. If you're vibrating at a high frequency, feeling love, joy, and gratitude, you'll draw in experiences that resonate with those feelings. Conversely, if you're stuck in fear, doubt, or negativity, you may find yourself attracting situations reinforcing those lower vibrations. The power of intention. One of the most significant aspects of the law of attraction is the role of intention. Your intentions act as a magnet, pulling towards you the experiences, people, and opportunities that align with your desires. However, it's not enough to wish for something. Your intention must be clear, focused, and backed by strong emotion. When you set an intention, you're giving the universe a directive. For example, you must focus on that intention with clarity and conviction to manifest financial abundance. Visualize financial abundance. Feel the emotions of already achieving it, and take inspired actions that align with your goal. The more you immerse yourself in the energy of your intention, the more influential the attraction becomes. Overcoming resistance. While the law of attraction is a simple concept, many people struggle with manifesting their desires because of internal resistance. Resistance can be limiting beliefs, self-doubt, fear, or negative thinking patterns that contradict your intentions. These conflicting energies can block or delay the manifestation process. To overcome resistance, it's crucial to identify and address any limiting beliefs or fears that may hold you back. This might involve exploring your subconscious mind through meditation, journaling, or working with affirmations to replace negative beliefs with positive ones. For instance, if you're trying to attract a loving relationship but hold the assumption that you're not worthy of love, that belief will create resistance. By shifting your belief to, "I am deserving of love and open to receiving it," you align your energy with your desire, making it easier for the universe to deliver it. The law of attraction is a dynamic and powerful principle that reminds us of the creative power we hold within. By aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our highest intentions, we can attract the people, opportunities, and experiences that support our growth and fulfillment. Remember, the universe always responds to the energy you emit. Make sure it's the energy you desire. Lesson 5. The Law of Inspired Action. The law of inspired action is the next natural step after understanding the law of attraction. While the law of attraction focuses on aligning your thoughts and emotions to attract what you desire, the law of inspired action emphasizes the importance of taking tangible steps to bring those desires into reality. It's about moving from intention and imagination into purposeful action that aligns with your goals. Understanding the law of inspired action. The law of inspired action is often misunderstood as simply working hard to achieve your goals. However, it's not about forcing yourself to take action out of fear or desperation. Instead, it's about listening to your inner guidance and taking steps that feel right, even if they're outside your comfort zone. This type of action is inspired, meaning it comes from a place of alignment with your true self and desires. When you act from a place of inspiration, you're tapping into a flow of energy that naturally propels you forward. This differs from actions taken out of obligation or pressure, which can often feel draining and unproductive. Your intuition guides inspired action, your higher self, or even the subtle nudges from the universe that tell you, this is the right step to take. The role of intuition. Intuition plays a crucial role in the law of inspired action. Often, the ideas or impulses that lead to inspired action come as a gut feeling, a sudden insight, or a quiet inner voice. These are moments when your intuition guides you towards actions that align with your desires. It's essential to learn to trust and follow your intuition, even when it doesn't seem logical or requires you to leap of faith. For instance, you might have a sudden idea to contact someone, attend a particular event, or start a new project. While these actions may seem minor or insignificant, they can lead to significant opportunities and outcomes that align with your goals. Overcoming fear and doubt. Taking inspired action often requires stepping outside your comfort zone, which can trigger fear and doubt. You might worry about failure, rejection, or making the wrong decision. However, it's important to remember that inspired action is not about guaranteeing success, but about moving toward your desires. To overcome fear and doubt, focus on the feeling of alignment that comes with inspired action. When you know you're taking steps that resonate with your true self and goals, the fear becomes easier to manage. Additionally, practicing mindfulness and self-compassion can help you navigate the uncertainties that arise when stepping into the unknown. The law of inspired action can be applied to various areas of life, from personal growth to career advancement to relationships. Listen to your intuition. Pay attention to the subtle nudges, feelings, and insights that guide you towards specific actions. Keep a journal to note down any ideas or inspirations that come to you. Take small steps. Inspired action doesn't always have to be grand or dramatic. Sometimes, the most minor steps can lead to the most significant changes. Don't underestimate the power of small, consistent actions. Embrace uncertainty. Understand that inspired action often involves venturing into the unknown. Trust that by following your intuition, you're being guided towards the best possible outcome, even if you can't see the whole picture yet. Stay open to opportunities. Sometimes, opportunities arise in unexpected ways. Stay open to new experiences and be willing to take action when something resonates with you, even if it wasn't part of your original plan. Reflect and adjust. Reflect on the results and feelings after taking action. It's okay to adjust your approach if something doesn't feel right. Inspired action is a dynamic process that evolves as you grow and learn. The law of inspired action reminds us that while aligning our thoughts and emotions with our desires is essential, taking purposeful steps toward those desires is equally crucial. By tuning in to your intuition and taking inspired action, you create a powerful momentum that propels you towards your goals. Remember, the universe responds to the energy of action. Make sure it's aligned with the life you truly want to create. Lesson 6. The Law of Perpetual Transmutation of Energy. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy is one of the most dynamic and empowering universal laws. It states that energy is constantly moving and transforming, never staying stagnant. This principle suggests that the energy around and within us continuously changes, shifting from one form to another. By understanding and applying this law, you can learn to harness the ever-changing energy flow to create positive shifts in your life. Understanding the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. At its core, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy teaches us that nothing in the universe is static. Everything is in flux, from the smallest atom to the most giant galaxy. This constant movement of energy means that situations, emotions, and thoughts are always subject to change, even when circumstances seem difficult or unchangeable. This law reminds us that nothing is permanent. Everything has the potential to transform. This law is particularly empowering because it means that no matter how challenging a situation may seem, you can shift the energy around it. By consciously directing your thoughts, emotions, and actions, you can influence the form energy takes in your life. In essence, you can change your reality by changing the energy you emit and interact with. The role of thought and emotion. Your thoughts and emotions are potent forms of energy that can influence your reality. According to the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, positive thoughts and emotions can transmute negative energy into positive outcomes. For example, if you're facing a challenging situation, you can focus on solutions, gratitude, and optimism, instead of focusing on the difficulty. This shift in perspective can change the energy of the problem, leading to positive transformation. Conversely, if you dwell on negative thoughts and emotions, you can inadvertently perpetuate the negative energy in your life. It's essential to know the power you're contributing to any situation. By consciously cultivating positive thoughts and emotions, you can transmute negative experiences into opportunities for growth and improvement. The power of transmutation in personal growth. Personal growth is an ongoing transformation process, and the law of perpetual transmutation of energy plays a vital role in this journey. As you grow and evolve, the energy within you and around you shifts. By embracing this process and being open to change, you can continuously transmute old patterns, beliefs, and habits into new, more empowering ones. For instance, if you've struggled with limiting beliefs in the past, you can use this law to actively work on changing those beliefs. By consistently focusing on affirmations, positive self-talk, and actions that reinforce your new beliefs, you can transmute the energy of limitation into the power of empowerment. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy reminds us that we are never stuck. There is always the potential for change and growth. By understanding that energy is constantly in motion, you can learn to direct that energy to create the life you desire consciously. Whether facing challenges or seeking to enhance your current circumstances, this law offers a powerful tool for transformation. Lesson 7. The Law of Cause and Effect. The law of cause and effect, often summarized by the phrase, "you reap what you sow," is a fundamental principle that governs the universe. This law asserts that every action, thought, and emotion you express sends energy that eventually returns to you in a similar form. Understanding and aligning with this law is essential for creating the life you desire, as it teaches us that nothing happens by chance. Everything results from the causes we set in motion. Understanding the law of cause and effect. At its essence, the law of cause and effect teaches us that every outcome in our lives results from a specific cause. Whether positive or negative, everything we experience is linked to our past actions, thoughts, and decisions. This law operates consistently and impartially, meaning you can rely on it to produce predictable results. If you plant seeds of kindness, positivity, and hard work, you will eventually reap a harvest of abundance, joy, and success. Conversely, if you sow negativity, laziness, or harmful actions, the results will reflect those causes. The key to mastering this law is to become conscious of the causes you're setting in motion daily. No matter how small, each decision contributes to the larger picture of your life. By taking responsibility for your actions and understanding their consequences, you can begin to shape your reality in alignment with your goals and desires. The role of responsibility. The law of cause and effect places a significant emphasis on personal responsibility. It encourages you to recognize that you are the architect of your own life. While external circumstances can influence your experiences, your responses and the energy you put out ultimately determine the outcomes you encounter. Taking responsibility doesn't mean blaming yourself for everything that happens. Instead, it means acknowledging that you can influence your reality. When you understand that your thoughts, words, and actions are powerful forces that shape your life, you can make conscious choices that lead to positive effects. The ripple effect on personal and collective growth. The law of cause and effect also highlights the interconnectedness of all beings. Your actions don't just affect you. They create ripples that influence others and contribute to the world's collective energy. This understanding can inspire you to act with greater awareness and compassion, knowing that your choices have far-reaching consequences. For instance, acting with kindness and generosity improves your life and contributes to a more positive and harmonious world. Similarly, the adverse effects of making choices that harm others can reverberate through your community and beyond. By recognizing the impact of your actions on the larger whole, you can become a force for positive change in the world. The law of cause and effect reminds us that we can shape our lives through actions, thoughts, and emotions. We can create the desired effects by becoming aware of the causes we set in motion and taking responsibility for our choices. This law encourages us to live with intention, mindfulness, and integrity, knowing that every action contributes to the reality we experience. Lesson 8. The Law of Compensation. The law of compensation is a natural extension of the law of cause and effect, offering a deeper understanding of how the universe rewards us for the energy we put into the world. This law states that you will receive compensation for your efforts, actions, and contributions, whether positive or negative. The rewards you reap are directly proportional to the seeds you sow, making this law a powerful reminder that the universe is just and fair, consistently reflecting the energy you emit back to you. Understanding the law of compensation. At its core, the law of compensation emphasizes that the universe operates with perfect balance and fairness. This law ensures that every action you take, every word you speak, and every thought you hold contributes to the compensation you receive in return. The compensation might not always come in the form you expect and might not arrive immediately, but it will always reflect the energy you've put forth. Compensation is not limited to material rewards. It encompasses all forms of abundance, including love, joy, opportunities, and personal growth. For example, if you consistently offer kindness and support to others, you may find that your life is enriched with meaningful relationships, a sense of fulfillment, and unexpected opportunities. On the other hand, if your actions are rooted in negativity or selfishness, the compensation you receive may manifest as challenges, obstacles, or a lack of harmony in your life. The role of service and contribution. One of the critical aspects of the law of compensation is the concept of service and contribution. The universe is abundant, and it responds to your willingness to contribute positively to the lives of others. When you serve others with genuine intent, whether through your work, relationships, or community involvement, the universe compensates you by bringing more abundance into your life. This law encourages you to focus on giving rather than merely receiving. By aligning your actions with a spirit of service, you open yourself up to receiving in ways that might surprise you. It's important to note that the compensation you receive doesn't always come from the same source you've given to. The universe has a way of orchestrating events and opportunities that align with your contributions, often in ways that are beyond your immediate understanding. To harness the power of the law of compensation, it's essential to be mindful of the energy you're putting out and to align your actions with your highest values. Give freely and generously. Whether it's your time, skills, or resources, give freely without expecting anything in return. Trust that the universe will compensate you in ways that align with your highest good. Cultivate a mindset of abundance. Focus on the abundance in your life and the world around you. By recognizing and appreciating your abundance, you align yourself with the energy of receiving more. Offer value in your work. Whether your job or career, strive to offer value and excellence in everything you do. The quality of your work is a direct reflection of the compensation you will receive. Practice gratitude. Express gratitude for the compensation you've already received, whether it's material wealth, loving relationships, or personal growth. Gratitude amplifies your vibrational frequency and attracts more positive compensation into your life. Be open to unexpected rewards. Sometimes your compensation might differ from what you anticipated. Stay open to possibilities and trust that the universe aligns with your best interests. The ripple effect of compensation. The law of compensation also highlights the interconnectedness of all things. The energy you put out not only affects you, but also has a ripple effect on those around you and the world at large. When you contribute positively to the lives of others, you're enhancing their well-being and raising the collective vibration of the world. For example, a small act of kindness can inspire others to do the same, creating a chain reaction of positive energy that spreads far beyond what you can see. Similarly, when you contribute to a cause that benefits the greater good, the universe compensates you in ways that reflect the magnitude of your contribution. The law of compensation is a powerful reminder that the universe always responds to the energy you emit. By focusing on service, contribution, and the quality of your actions, you align yourself with the natural flow of abundance. This law encourages you to live with intention, generosity, and a deep understanding that every effort you make will be compensated in kind. Lesson 9. The Law of Relativity. The law of relativity is a powerful principle that underscores the idea that everything in life is relative. It teaches us that our experiences, challenges, and successes are not absolute, but are measured by something else. This law invites us to view our lives from a broader perspective, recognizing that our perceptions shape our reality, and that everything we encounter is part of a larger, interconnected whole. Understanding the law of relativity. The law of relativity states that nothing in life has meaning or value except about something else. This means that our judgments, feelings, and experiences are all relative, depending on the context in which they are viewed. For example, what one person perceives as a significant challenge might be seen as a minor inconvenience to someone else, depending on their life experiences and perspective. This law encourages us to step back and consider the bigger picture, recognizing that every situation we face is an opportunity for growth and learning. It teaches us that our challenges are not meant to break us, but to help us develop strength, resilience, and wisdom. Understanding that everything is relative allows us to see our struggles in a new light and appreciate them as essential parts of our journey. The role of perception. The law of relativity highlights the importance of perception in shaping our reality. How we perceive a situation directly influences how we respond, and ultimately what we experience. For example, if you view a setback as a failure, you may feel discouraged and defeated. However, seeing the same setback as a valuable lesson makes you more likely to feel empowered and motivated to keep moving forward. This law teaches us that we can alter our reality by consciously choosing how we perceive our experiences. It reminds us that we can reframe our thoughts and emotions, shifting from a limited mindset to one of possibility. By doing so, we can transform even the most challenging circumstances into opportunities for growth and transformation. Applying the law of relativity in daily life. To effectively work with the law of relativity, it's important to cultivate awareness of your thoughts, beliefs, and perceptions. Practice mindful awareness. Begin by paying attention to how you perceive your experiences. Notice when you compare yourself to others, or label a situation as good or bad. By becoming aware of these thought patterns, you can shift your perspective. Reframe challenges. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself how to reframe it more empoweringly. Instead of viewing a challenge as a setback, consider it an opportunity to learn and grow. This shift in perception can help you approach the situation with a positive mindset. Avoid comparisons. The law of relativity reminds us that comparison is the thief of joy. Instead of comparing yourself to others, focus on your journey and progress. Everyone's path is unique, and your experiences relate to your growth and evolution. Embrace the bigger picture. When you find yourself caught up in the details of a situation, take a step back and consider the bigger picture. Ask yourself how this experience fits into the larger context of your life. This perspective can help you see beyond the immediate challenges and appreciate the broader significance of your journey. The power of perspective. The law of relativity also teaches us that our perspective determines the quality of our lives. When we view our experiences through the lens of growth and learning, we empower ourselves to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. This law reminds us that we are not defined by our circumstances, but by how we respond to them. By embracing the law of relativity, we can develop a more balanced and centered approach to life. We learn to appreciate the contrasts and dualities that make life rich and meaningful, understanding that every experience, positive or negative, has value in shaping who we are. The law of relativity is a profound reminder of the power of perception and the importance of context in shaping our reality. By understanding that everything in life is relative, we can cultivate a more expansive and compassionate perspective, allowing us to navigate challenges with greater ease and resilience. This law encourages us to embrace the full spectrum of our experiences, recognizing that each one plays a vital role in our personal and spiritual growth. Lesson 10. The Law of Polarity. The law of polarity is a universal principle that teaches us about the inherent duality of existence. According to this law, everything in the universe has an opposite, and these opposites are interconnected, defining, and giving meaning to each other. This duality is not meant to create conflict, but to provide balance and contrast, helping us understand and appreciate life's experiences. Understanding the law of polarity. At its core, the law of polarity states that every quality, situation, or experience has a polar opposite: light and dark, hot and cold, joy and sorrow. These pairs of opposites are all manifestations of the same energy, existing on different ends of the same spectrum. Without one, the other cannot be fully understood or appreciated. For example, we know the value of light because we have experienced darkness, and we cherish happiness because we have known sadness. This law teaches us that opposites are not in conflict, but necessary counterparts that create the richness and diversity of life. By recognizing and accepting our experiences' polarities, we can cultivate a more profound sense of balance, understanding, and harmony. The role of contrast. The law of polarity highlights the importance of contrast in shaping our perceptions and experiences. We gain clarity about what we truly desire and wish to avoid through comparison. For instance, experiencing failure can help us appreciate success, and going through hardship can deepen our gratitude for moments of ease and joy. This law encourages us to view life's challenges as opportunities for growth and learning. When we face difficulties, it's easy to become fixated on the negative aspects, but the law of polarity reminds us that there is always another side to the story. Every challenge contains the seed of its opposite, an opportunity for growth, transformation, and greater understanding. Embracing both sides. One of the critical lessons of the law of polarity is the importance of embracing both sides of any situation or experience. Rather than resisting or rejecting the negative aspects of life, this law invites us to accept them as integral parts of the whole. Doing so, we can find peace and balance, even in adversity. For example, instead of dwelling solely on the negative aspects, try to identify the potential positives when dealing with a difficult situation. Would you happen to know what lessons can be learned? How can this experience contribute to your personal growth? You can gain a more balanced and empowered perspective by shifting your focus to include both sides. Applying the law of polarity in daily life. To effectively work with the law of polarity, you must develop an awareness of your life's dualities and approach them with a mindset of balance and integration. Acknowledge both sides. When faced with a challenging situation, take a moment to acknowledge both the positive and negative aspects. This practice can help you gain a more balanced perspective and reduce emotional reactivity. Look for the silver lining. Every challenging experience has a potential silver lining. Train yourself to seek out the positive aspects of difficult situations, no matter how small they may seem. This shift in focus can help you navigate challenges with greater resilience. Practice acceptance. Embrace the idea that positive and negative experiences are essential to life. Accepting this duality can cultivate inner peace and reduce resistance to life's inevitable ups and downs. Balance your perspective. When evaluating any situation, maintain a balanced perspective. Avoid extreme thinking, seeing things as all good or all bad, and instead, recognize the complexity and nuance of every experience. Use polarity for growth. View the polarities in your life as opportunities for growth. For example, if you're experiencing fear, see it as an opportunity to cultivate courage. If you're facing hardship, use it as a chance to develop resilience. By consciously working with polarity, you can turn challenges into catalysts for personal development. The power of integration. The law of polarity ultimately teaches us the power of integration, bringing together the opposites within ourselves and our experiences to create a harmonious whole. We become more complete and balanced when we embrace light and dark, success and failure, joy and sorrow. This integration allows us to navigate life with greater ease, compassion, and wisdom. By recognizing the interconnectedness of opposites, we can move beyond dualistic thinking and cultivate a more holistic view of life. This shift in perspective enables us to see the beauty and value in all experiences, understanding that every aspect of life contributes to our growth and evolution. The law of polarity is a profound reminder that life is a dance of opposites, where each pole defines and enhances the other. By embracing the dualities in our experiences, we can cultivate a more profound sense of balance, understanding, and harmony. This law teaches us that every challenge contains growth potential, and that by integrating both sides of any situation, we can achieve a more fulfilling and enriched life. If you have enjoyed this audiobook, consider subscribing and giving us a like. We value every feedback and opinion to make our videos better. Thank you. Lesson 11. The Law of Rhythm. The law of rhythm is a universal principle that speaks to all life's natural cycles and patterns. According to this law, everything in the universe moves in a cyclical pattern, with periods of growth followed by rest, highs followed by lows, and expansions followed by contractions. Understanding and aligning with these rhythms allows us to navigate life with greater ease, balance, and resilience. Understanding the law of rhythm. The law of rhythm asserts that everything in the universe operates according to a certain rhythm or cycle. These cycles are evident in the changing seasons, the rise and fall of the tides, the phases of the moon, and the patterns of day and night. We experience energy, mood, productivity, and growth cycles even within our lives. This law teaches us that nothing remains static. Everything is constantly in flux, moving between extremes. The law of rhythm encourages us to recognize these cycles and to flow with them rather than resist them. By understanding that rest periods are just as necessary as periods of activity and that resolutions follow challenges, we can approach life with a more balanced and patient perspective. Embracing the cycles of life. The law of rhythm invites us to embrace the natural cycles of life, recognizing that each phase serves a purpose in our growth and evolution. Just as winter prepares the ground for new development in spring, the low points in our lives create the conditions for future expansion and success. By accepting the ebb and flow of life, we can move through challenges with greater resilience, knowing that they are temporary and that a new phase of growth and opportunity is on the horizon. This law also teaches us the importance of timing. Just as a farmer waits for the right season to plant seeds, we, too, must be mindful of the timing of our actions. By aligning our efforts with the natural rhythms of life, we can achieve more tremendous success and fulfillment with less struggle and resistance. The role of rhythm in personal growth. The law of rhythm is crucial to our personal and spiritual growth. Understanding that development is not linear, but cyclical, helps us be more patient and compassionate. There will be times of rapid progress and times of stagnation, times of inspiration and times of doubt. By recognizing these cycles, we can avoid the frustration of expecting constant progress, and instead appreciate our journey's natural ebb and flow. This law also reminds us to honor the need for rest and renewal. Just as the earth needs time to rest between growing seasons, we also need rest periods to recharge and rejuvenate. Pushing ourselves constantly with high energy and productivity can lead to burnout. By honoring the natural rhythms of our bodies and minds, we can maintain a sustainable pace that supports long-term growth and well-being. To effectively work with the law of rhythm, it's essential to develop an awareness of the cycles in your life and to align your actions with them. Observe your cycles. Pay attention to the natural rhythms of your energy, mood, and productivity. Notice when you feel most energized and creative, and when you need rest. By aligning your activities with these cycles, you can work more efficiently and maintain a better balance. Honor the need for rest. Rest is essential to the growth cycle. Make time for relaxation, reflection, and renewal. This will allow you to return to your activities with more incredible energy and clarity. Practice patience. Understand that life's challenges and low points are temporary and part of a larger cycle. Practice patience and trust that a new phase of growth and opportunity is coming. Align with natural rhythms. Whenever possible, align your actions with the natural rhythms of life. For example, start new projects when energy rises in the spring and focus on reflection and planning during winter. Flow with change. Embrace life's constant change and movement. Instead of resisting its ups and downs, learn to flow with them, adapting your actions and mindset to the current phase. The power of flow. The law of rhythm ultimately teaches us the power of flow, moving in harmony with the natural cycles of life rather than against them. We experience greater ease, balance, and success when aligning with these rhythms. We learn to trust the process, knowing that every phase of life has its purpose and that a flow follows each ebb. By embracing the law of rhythm, we can cultivate a more balanced and sustainable approach to life. We learn to ride the waves of life's challenges with grace, knowing that they are temporary, and to fully enjoy the peaks of success and joy, knowing they are part of a larger cycle. The law of rhythm reminds us that life is a dance of cycles and patterns, each with its purpose and timing. Recognizing and aligning with these natural rhythms allows us to navigate life with greater ease, patience, and resilience. This law teaches us to embrace both the highs and lows, knowing that each phase is a necessary part of the journey. Lesson 12. The Law of Gender. The law of gender is a profound universal principle that governs the balance and interplay of masculine and feminine energies in all aspects of existence. This law is not solely about physical gender, but the dual forces of creation and action, intuition and reason within everything. Understanding and harmonizing these energies within ourselves and the world allows us to achieve excellent balance, fulfillment, and creativity. Understanding the law of gender. At its essence, the law of gender asserts that both masculine and feminine energies exist within all things. These energies are complementary and necessary for creation and balance. The masculine energy is often associated with action, logic, strength, and external expression, while the feminine energy is linked to intuition, nurturing, receptivity, and internal reflection. These energies are not confined to biological gender. They are present in every person, object, and experience. The law of gender teaches us that any creative process or manifestation requires a harmonious balance between these energies. Just as a seed requires both soil and sunlight to grow, so do our ideas, projects, and desires, which require the right balance of action and intuition, doing and being, to come to fruition. The role of masculine and feminine energies. Masculine and feminine energies are not opposing forces, but two sides of the same coin, each vital to the other's existence. The masculine energy drives us to take action, make decisions, and pursue our goals with focus and determination. The force propels us forward, turns ideas into reality, and brings structure to our lives. On the other hand, feminine energy allows us to connect with our inner wisdom, nurture our ideas, and trust the growth process. It is the energy of creativity, empathy, and patience that allows us to listen to our intuition, reflect on our experiences, and cultivate our inner world. The law of gender encourages us to honor both energies within ourselves. Overemphasizing one at the expense of the other can lead to imbalance. Too much masculine energy can result in burnout and a lack of fulfillment. At the same time, too much feminine energy can lead to stagnation and indecision. By integrating both energies, we can achieve a state of flow where action and intuition work together seamlessly. Balancing the energies within. Achieving a balance between masculine and feminine energies is essential for personal growth and well-being. Here are some ways to harmonize these energies within yourself. Cultivate awareness. Begin by becoming aware of the masculine and feminine energies within you. Notice when you're leaning too heavily on one side, whether overly driven and rigid or overly passive and indecisive. Awareness is the first step toward balance. Embrace both action and reflection. Incorporate both doing and being into your daily life. Set goals and take decisive actions, while also allowing time for reflection, creativity, and intuition. This balance will enable you to achieve your objectives while staying connected to your inner self. Honor your intuition. Trust your inner voice and allow it to guide your actions. While logic and reason are essential, intuition often provides insights that the rational mind may overlook. By listening to your intuition, you can make more aligned decisions and create with greater authenticity. Practice self-care. Nurture yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Engage in activities that replenish your energy and bring you joy. Self-care is a feminine energy that supports the masculine drive by ensuring you have the strength and vitality to pursue your goals. Seek balance in relationships. The law of gender also applies to your interactions with others. Healthy relationships are those where masculine and feminine energies are respected and balanced. Whether in friendships, partnerships, or collaborations, strive for harmony by appreciating and honoring both aspects in yourself and others. The power of creation. The law of gender ultimately teaches us about the power of creation. Every act of creation, whether bringing a new idea to life, developing a relationship, or embarking on a personal journey, requires the interplay of masculine and feminine energies. By balancing these energies, we become co-creators with the universe, able to manifest our desires with greater ease and alignment. When you honor both your inner masculine and feminine, you unlock your full creative potential. You become more adaptable and resilient, and can gracefully navigate life's challenges. You learn to take inspired action while trusting the process, to lead with strength while nurturing your well-being, and to create from a place of wholeness and balance. The law of gender reminds us that we are all composed of dual energies that, when harmonized, lead to greater creativity, balance, and fulfillment. By embracing both the masculine and feminine within, we can achieve a state of inner harmony that allows us to navigate life with wisdom, strength, and grace. As you continue your journey through the universal laws, remember that the balance of these energies is critical to manifesting your desires and living a life of purpose and joy. By honoring